Worth a try. I might have to break this one up into smaller parts because I do have a fair bit to say, so I don't want the video to go on for too long. But I might as well start off with talking about Resident Evil 3 and save the best till last. So regarding Resident Evil 3, the thing is, for those who haven't seen it, there was an issue with the sounds. Basically, no fault of my own, for some reason the dialogue just did not record. But here's the thing, randomly the dialogue would come through, but majority of the time it wouldn't. Luckily I have managed to edit it back in, so 99% of the time you wouldn't even notice that there was an issue to begin with. But I believe with episode 5 is basically proof that it was no fault of my own, how there's an unedited clip where the voices sound muffled, then all of a sudden, just like that, all of a sudden it's clear. It's clear, and for the rest of the episode there was no sound issue. But the reality is you are going to be getting more Resident Evil fairly soon. The best way I can put it is just getting it out the way. I've started it, I know some people are enjoying it, so get it out the way and then I can focus on something else. Now, okay, the main focus is Scorn, and I have noticed that a lot of you are enjoying that, so of course you can expect more of that as well. But what else can you expect? And it's safe to say you have been waiting a very long time for it. And before setting up this recording, I had a quick check. It has been 8 months. 8 months since part 10 of 7 Days to Die. So of course I'll have editing state put up on screen now as to when you can expect part 11. But here's the thing, I'm not going to lie to you. Editing 7 Days to Die content made me realise how much I missed working on content like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've made it very, very clear that in between working on content that gets released Monday through to Friday, obviously I've been working on other content that requires more time, and majority of those titles I've had to be pushed to one side so I can focus on Telltales. Telltales has practically been looming over this channel for the majority of the time being on YouTube. We are getting close to the 2-year mark, and with the exception of the first 7 months, Telltales has been on the back of my mind. But here's the thing, we have got season 2 and season 3 released since making the statement of making them like a focus, putting all the stuff to one side. But I have stated that I wanted to delay season 4 so I can work on other stuff. Here's the thing, not only can you expect episodes 11 through to 15 of 7 Days to Die fairly soon, but because I've realised how much I missed working on content like that, I don't know when part 16 is going to get released, but one thing I can tell you is it is going to be a lot sooner than you think. The waiting period between episode 15 through to 16 is going to be far shorter than the waiting period between part 10 and part 11. But regarding Telltales, I will eventually get round to working on that. It's just, like I said, I want to work on more 7 Days to Die because I've really enjoyed it. As I addressed in the last message from ExoNova video, when it comes to games in that tab of games which might be revisited, I originally intended on revisiting those games multiple times, but I didn't because of Telltales. As I said before, it's practically been looming over this channel because if I'm not working on Telltales content, I'm trying to make time so I can work on Telltales content, and if I'm not doing that, I'm thinking about it. So it's going to be an end of a chapter when season 4 finally comes out, and I know that there are people that are going to want to see me play other Telltales games. But the reality is, I'm not saying no, I'm just saying once season 4 is out, I am going to be having a break from Telltale's games for one simple fact. And that is, working on 7 Days to Die content has made me realise how much I miss working on content like that. And I did address in the last message from ExoNova video how you had, you had Blasphemous, you had Kerbal Space Program, and of course you had Don't Starve. Titles which I intended to revisit, but I didn't. And I'm going to quickly share something. Before I wrap up this video, I want to quickly share something with you. I don't like leaving a playthrough unfinished. And the main reason why, I might as well just say it. Some of you might be aware of a program called My Name is Earl. You have Earl, who's married to Joy. Turns out Joy is pregnant. They go ahead and they call the kid Earl Jr. But then it turns out the actual father to Earl Jr. is Darnell. And that is established at the beginning of season 1. But then at the end of season 4, it then comes about that Darnell is not the father. Comes up on screen, to be continued, and then it gets cancelled. I can't stand it when a program does that, and if I'm being brutally honest, I don't really like it when a content creator does something similar, where it looks like the last episode of the playthrough, it looks like they are going to revisit it. Hell, they might even state that they're going to revisit it, but they never do. Now here's the thing, I've never spoke out about that, because their channel, their rules. And the thing is, this is my channel, my rules, and because I don't like that, it's eaten away at me that I've left quite a few playthroughs unfinished. And the main reason why is because of Telltales. Yes, of course, you're going to get more 7 Days to Die, and hopefully sometime after part 15 is released, you're going to be getting part 16, but that's going to be a good few weeks from now, so I'll discuss that in another Message from ExoNova video. But regarding Blasphemous, Kerbal Space Program and Don't Starve, I have no idea when I'm going to work on them, but the reality is I do want to make more content for them. And I don't know if I'm going to work on them before or after Telltale Season 4, but one thing is for sure, Telltales has been looming over this channel for the longest time. I do want to get it done. I know it's going to be fun to play, but once it is done, I know that there are people who want to see other Telltales content. I'm not saying no, I'm just saying I'm going to need a break from that kind of content, because games that are in that tab of games which might be revisited, I do want to revisit them, but I just don't have the time because I'm working on other stuff. So to wrap up this long video, you can expect more Resident Evil 3. If you're not interested, you've of course got more Scorn and you've got more 7 Days to Die coming out fairly soon. And then regarding the other titles that I've mentioned, I'm going to give it some more thoughts. I'm definitely going to give it more thoughts, and I'll update you in the next Message from ExoNova video. But for now, hopefully this video has been informative, and if it has, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
Like and subscribe.